Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I did a sit down video. I'm gonna check how long it's been because I feel like it's been over a month. So that's good. It's been about a month since I did a sit down video. I did some vlogs in the month of December. If you want to check those out, definitely do. But yeah, I'm back sitting down here. And what I really wanted to do this year, normally, and for the last long time, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a long time, I've been doing a what I got for Christmas video. This year I am not doing that, and I hope that's okay with you guys. I have, for the last, I would say like 2 to 3 years, debated whether or not to do it. And this year I just could not bring myself to do it for so many reasons, but primarily because that's just not the kind of person that I am. Not to say there's anything wrong with people who do those videos. I mean, there kind of is, but I mean, I've done it, so I can say that. But I just have a moral issue with it. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm actually very private in my personal, real life. So I'm not going to be doing that this year. Some of the things that I will talk about in coming up videos will definitely be things that I've gotten for Christmas, and I'll probably say that, but I don't want to do a whole video about that. It just seems weird to me, okay? So why am I here today? Well, it's a new year, it's 2018, and I am so excited for this new year. 2017 was good in some ways for me personally. In lots of ways it was bad, just for the world, generally speaking. So that's kind of what I want to start with. I have made a list of some of my resolutions, and more than anything, I don't even call these resolutions. What did I write this down as? I wrote it down as my 2018 goals / expectations / hopes and dreams. And this way I can feel accomplished even if I only do one of these things, because they're just goals. They're not, you know, I'm not gonna like beat myself up if I don't do all these things. I feel like my hair looks like I feel like I look like Larry David. Not to hate on Larry David, but I'm not Larry David. I like to do this because I feel like it's like a moment for you to reflect, and you don't necessarily have to do this on January 1st. You could do this any day of the year, anytime at all, really. But January 1st is a nice time because it's a literal refresh. Like, the year is starting over, and it gives people a lot of opportunity to sort of reflect on what was, what they want to have happen in the new year, and all that jazz. So I don't think there's anything wrong with resolutions. I just think you need to be realistic and also not beat yourself up if you don't achieve all the things that you have on your list. So I have a few things on my list, and I want to preface this that I am not going to mention in this video. I have been pretty secretive about my plans for graduating, after graduating university. For those of you who don't know, this is my last semester in university. I am very excited, also very sad, and I have formulated some plans for after I graduate in April, but I haven't really been super open with them, not only on YouTube, social media, on Instagram, all that jazz, but in my personal life, I have been very secretive as well because I'm a freak and I don't like being an open book. I will talk about a lot of things, okay, and I don't have a problem talking about it, but there are certain things that I feel very uncomfortable talking about, and for whatever reason, this is something that I don't feel comfortable talking about. So a lot of the things on this list are with regards to that, and so I'm just not going to talk about them. Of course, as time goes on and I feel more comfortable, I'll definitely mention them because you guys are my friends, my family. I want to share this stuff with you, and I don't like keeping secrets. It's not really a secret necessarily. If I didn't even mention it now, you wouldn't even know it existed. So I'm just not going to talk about that stuff, and I hope that's okay. When I'm ready, I will definitely share. But I also needed to say, I hope you guys had a great holiday because I have been absent. I don't know what happened with me. I feel like I go through phases with social media, and I've talked about this before, but I sometimes just really feel suffocated by it, and I get frustrated by it, and I just get annoyed by it. I have been getting a lot of emails from companies asking to send me stuff, and it's shocking to me because I have a very small following compared to other people. Obviously, that doesn't really matter to these companies, but to me, I have been really struggling to be like, oh, that's actually kind of a cool product, like maybe I would like to try that. But there's always that catch where it's like, oh, you need to mention this in a video, or oh, you need to do or post it on Instagram or whatever, and I'm just like not sure I'm willing to do that. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on those sponsored sort of videos and posts and stuff. I just feel like they're really annoying and often like really obvious, and they kind of stick out like a sore thumb on someone's social media. Sometimes it's very obvious when people do those sorts of things. So anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts on that. There are honestly some good ones that I get that I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Hair tools. Apparently everyone just wants to send us their hair tools for whatever reason. Anyways, lots of things happening already this year that I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. And part of me just feels like I like to just do my thing without having any outside influence. How can you really be unbiased when someone's sending you a product for free? I don't think you really can. Yeah, anyways, thoughts. Okay, so my first resolution I want to talk about for 2018 is to do even more yoga. I absolutely love yoga, and I've made a few videos on it, I think. At least one I know of for sure. And it's helped me in so many ways. And I think primarily I want to talk about mental health. I am a very high-strung person. I have a lot of emotions. It's the truth. And I get stressed really easily. I get really emotionally exhausted very easily, and yoga has really helped me to manage my stress from school and work and all that jazz, and it really has helped me become a more stable human being. And I've really noticed a difference in how I deal with difficult people. I find that instead of reacting right away, I kind of take a minute and process rather than just like immediately freaking out. So yoga has really helped me emotionally, mentally, all that stuff, but it also has helped me physically because I had never done an exercise that I really enjoyed before. I was a competitive swimmer in high school. I then didn't work out until I graduated high school. Then I started going to the gym. I absolutely hated it. I hate gym culture. I stand by that. If you like it, that's great. I just don't think it's like a fun environment to be in. And it's not a very welcoming environment to be in either. So I started doing yoga at home, and it really changed my whole life, and I still do it all the time, but I want to do it even more. And currently I'm doing the Yoga with Adriene 30 days of yoga, which I highly recommend. And if any of you guys want to do it with me, that'd be so cool. I just started today. I started like behind because I was working and then I was in school, so I wanted to give myself actual time to be successful, and I really want to try to do yoga for 30 days straight. See how it goes. Yoga is amazing. I would love to be doing it 4 to 5 times a week. Like that doesn't even seem like too much to me. Next thing on my goals for 2018 list is to graduate university, which seems like it's gonna happen, okay? I'm in my last semester. I've enrolled in all my courses. I've just applied for graduation. Yesterday I applied. So it seems like this is gonna happen, but I wanna like walk across that stage, hear my name called, and like do the whole thing because I worked really hard in university, and I think I'll do a whole university video when I finish, or maybe a month before I finish, because I have a lot of tips, I have a lot of advice. I've done this for however many years, and yeah, so if you want to see that video, even if you don't want to see it, I'm going to do it, but if you do want to see it, let me know. So graduating university, I don't want to do one thing, and this is the one thing that I find myself doing all the time in my head, is downplaying how much of an achievement it is to graduate university or college or wherever you are. It's not a little deal. It's a big deal. It's a big accomplishment. And I live in such a bubble where like most of the people I spend my time with have been in university, have graduated, are achieving higher education, are whatever. So I often think it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal, and I'm really privileged to have been able to do it in the first place, and I've never taken it for granted. That is one thing I know for sure, but at this point I just want to be really proud of myself and like acknowledge how hard I've worked. And yeah, because I have, and it's amazing that I have come this far. The next thing on my list. So 2017 was a year of absolutely no traveling. I did not go anywhere. I did go a few places locally, but like I didn't really travel a whole lot, and there was a few reasons for that. Pretty much primarily because 2016 I traveled all over the place, and 2017 I was just like, I don't want to go anywhere. I was really in like a nesting sort of phase, like, you know, when women get pregnant, they're like, oh, I need to like make my home perfect. That was sort of me, but I'm not pregnant, and I just needed to make my home feel safe, and I didn't want to go anywhere. Well, that has changed, my friends. That has changed. I would love to travel. I would love to go places. I've been looking at flights. My sister moved to New York in August, so I really want to go visit her. We're also going to Hawaii this year, so that's very exciting. I have a few things planned. Graduating is a very big achievement, as we just talked about, so I want to celebrate. So we've got a few things planned, and who knows? Who knows what else will come up? I don't know. Okay, next, this is a deep one. Be more compassionate to myself and others. And with compassion, I also mean empathy. So being more empathetic, being more compassionate to myself and to other people. This is something that I've continuously been working on as an adult. I feel like for some people, empathy is like a very easy feeling. Like it's very easy for them to feel empathetic for other people. For me, I don't feel as much empathy as I would like to feel for other people, but also for myself. Like I just don't really give myself much credit. So I think that I need to be a little bit easier on myself, and I need to be easier on other people. And that's something that I've continued to be working on. The last half of 2017, that was something I was really working on, and still now it's something I'm working on. And to bring it back to my first goal of doing more yoga, yoga has really taught me to be more compassionate to others. And like I said, this is not like my kind of go-to response to people. I'm an Aries through and through, people. It's not always great to be an Aries, but compassion is hard for me sometimes, so that is something I'm working on. Next, we're going to talk about drinking more water, because this is always a goal for me every year. This year I feel like I've been doing a lot better. I started watching Instagram stories a lot, and that's when I started making my own Instagram stories a little bit. People always talk about drinking water. If you don't follow KGMTL, I would definitely recommend it. She works her ass off on her Instagram stories. I'll give her so much credit for that, because I have done Instagram stories and I know how exhausting it can be, and she does it every day, all day. It's crazy. So I don't like everything about her Instagram stories. I don't agree with everything that she says, but that's obviously just like obvious, like who agrees with everything a person says. But I do really love her. I think she's a great influence for people. She really encourages drinking lemon water, which is something that I have started to do, and it's sort of the simplest and most doable form of self-care. Last but not least is make less waste. This is something that I have also been working on in 2017, sort of subconsciously. I love watching Planet Earth, Blue Planet. Those are some of my favorites. And the newest season of Blue Planet 2, just was on. Well, in Canada, I think it's just starting now, but I watched it illegally. I'm sorry, don't hate me. But I watched it illegally because it already has happened in the UK. And the last episode of Blue Planet talks a lot about our effects as humans on the planet that we live in. Our impact on the environment is huge. And if I can reduce my impact, my footprint on this planet, yeah, you best believe that I'll do anything I can. So part of me going vegan was definitely environmental. If you want to know more about that, you can watch my other vegan videos. I'm turning, how long have I been vegan? It'll be 2 years in February, which is crazy. I can't believe that. That was part of my kind of attempt to reduce my impact on the environment, but there's still so much more I can do. And one of the things I really want to work on is reducing my plastic use. Obviously I'm human, and there's circumstances where you can't really escape it, or your planning doesn't work out, or whatever it is. So I just try really hard to be conscious of my impact on the environment and take every step I can to reduce my impact. That concludes my 2018 goals, expectations, hopes and dreams, resolutions. I am so excited for this new year. I love a fresh start. That's why I love Mondays so much. I love a new beginning. So let's, do something amazing. If there's something that you're holding in your heart, or like thinking about and being like, oh, I don't want to tell anyone that that's my resolution because like they'll think I'm weird, or they'll make fun of me, or whatever, who cares? Like, do what makes you feel good. And that, my friends, is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I missed you all very much. So let me know down below how your holiday was. I hope you had a great Christmas if you celebrate, and a New Year. And I will see you all very soon. Follow me on Instagram for more current, up-to-date updates. Is that weird to say? And I'll see you all soon. Bye.